Welcome back. And we're joined by NFL DB Anthony Harris and former Wahoo. Ant, how's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. Thank you for having me on the show. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having you. So how has everything been? Obviously you're in the off season. You're a free agent right now. How's everything been going for you?
Things been going well. I've been down here in South Florida, enjoying the weather, training, really just focus on improving my game, doing different things in the community, not only here, but back in my hometown. So really just trying to, enjoy the downtime as things start to pick up with free agency.
Yeah, my next question actually is going to talk about what you've been doing in the community here locally. You started the Anthony Harris Foundation this past year, but even before that, you really did something that I remember you talked about when you were a UVA player. You wanted to reach out to the community. You work a lot in Richmond. Tell me some of the stuff that your foundation is working on right now.
Yeah, right now I'm just working on trying to like maximize the platform that I have, utilize all the resources I have, not only in my hometown, Richmond, Virginia, but currently right now in Florida, where I'm spending my off-season time. So coming up this Thursday, we have opportunity to do a giveaway with First Take, Mayor Suarez. We're going to partner up to impact some youth here, as well as a couple other events coming up later this year. We're going to do something Juneteenth weekend out in Louisville. We're going to partner some things up, try to put together a good fundraiser as well as a great event for the community there, and just make a large impact. Over the past year, we've just been, trying to reach a number of communities any way possible, impacting the youth through education, sports, and mentorship, while, building other bridges along the way.
You started off by doing stuff locally or wherever you're playing, either it was in Minnesota or Philadelphia, and obviously going back to where you played in high school at LC Bird in Richmond. Why was this so important to you that you did this?
Yeah, I just think I've been extremely blessed. Growing up, having a large number of people support me along the way, family, friends, people that I meet in the community, who sees the work that I was putting in on the field and just trying to do the right thing. And I think along the way, a number of people have helped me a lot, whether that's sharing information, presenting me with different opportunities to see the world, travel, play basketball, kind of see what's out there to be achieved. So, I want to give back to that community, and people who've helped me along the way. But also, I want to use my platform and ability to give people that I don't even know opportunity, because that's something that was given to me by a number of people. So it's just really just been my journey along the way has really just kind of paved the way for what I'm doing now, from my time in Richmond and Chesterfield to walking the grounds of UVA, to partnering up with the One Love Foundation and getting experience there with talking about healthy and unhealthy relationships with the youth. So it's just been a steady progress for me and just trying to improve in every aspect of my life.
I was going to bring up the One Love Foundation because even before you started your foundation, the NFL does something where you get to support a foundation by wearing your cleats at some of your games, and you always chose the One Love Foundation as the cleats that you wanted to support and show the support of that foundation. Obviously, if a lot of people in the Charlottesville community and in UVA community knows the story of Yardley Love, and that foundation has certainly helped with at least raising awareness for domestic violence. You were on grounds when that happened. How important is it that you use your national platform to raise awareness for this?
Yeah, I didn't really know, Yardley personally myself, but after crossing paths with a number of friends who knew her and people who knew her and were just around her, seemed like such a great person. And I just tried to, put myself in the shoes of, a relative or someone who knew her, and just thinking about that, that life being taken in two lives, changing drastically. I wanted to help use my platform to raise awareness for that. So hopefully we could, take steps into, bettering relationships and being better people with one another. So that was kind of the stepping stone and gave me the idea to, continue to partner with One Love, but also start my own foundation, the Anthony Harris Foundation, and make an impact with youth through education and sports as well. So it's just been a journey, a continued partnership, and really just trying to help people along the way, and that included the One Love Foundation as well.
You wore two different cleats this year. You wore your One Love cleat, but you also wore the Anthony Harris Foundation cleat. How how did it feel having your Anthony Harris Foundation cleat and start the platform there? It must have, I don't want to say proud, but at the same time, you must feel like this is actually happening. I can use my platform and even help more youths this way.
Yeah, that was that was kind of the next step for me. It just kind of all happened organically with the right timing. Just trying to remain in who I am and what I'm doing. So this past year, the representation of both organization was important to me, to start that journey as well, but also continuing the path and continuing to build that relationship there, and make an impact in both fields and even outside of those. So it was kind of one of those surreal moments, really, where you're just kind of taking it one step at a time, and you don't quite realize some of the things that you may be doing until you take a step back, and really take a look at it. So it's something that proud of, but at the same time, with the platform that I'm given, I just kind of want to push that for myself, and not only challenge myself but challenge other people to reach their full potential is really what it is. The opportunities there to make a large impact in a number of different areas. So I'm just trying to do that myself, and hopefully inspire others to do it as well.
And recently, you've made national headlines with, I don't know if she contacted you through the Anthony Harris Foundation, but you took a wonderful young lady to a prom because to her father daughter dance, excuse me, and you were able to dance. Her father had passed away. How did you that relationship kind of start between the both of you, and how much did that mean to you by doing this for her?
I think it just came from trying to have a relationship with the fans. Trying to let them into my life a little bit in terms of not just on the field, but interactions when I can. A number of fans just follow my career, and as appreciation, when I can, I try to respond to messages and requests and different things of that sort. But during my time in Minnesota, they both followed my career. And then even my time to Philly, they followed me during that transition. But during my last season in Minnesota, I lost a loved one to COVID, and during that point, I posted something on my social media in memory of him, and they sent their condolences and prayers through a direct message, and it really just caught my eye. Game day, a lot of people really focusing on the game, but someone taking notice on something that I could be going through in terms of the challenge of being focused on the field, performing at a high level, but at the same time, that human aspect of, we do have loved ones, we do have relatives, and we're all around the world going through the same thing in terms of what's dealing with COVID and things of that sort. So that was just something that I really appreciated. And then this past year, her father and grandfather passed away, and her mother asked if I could take her to the dance, because she didn't want to take her. She didn't think that she would rather a male take her, and she thought it would be special or something that could ease the grief that she was going through if I took her. And I wanted to embrace that opportunity to try to make a large impact and to be able to support somebody who spared their time to send condolences to me as well.
It looked like she had so much fun from those pictures, and so did you. It looked like it was a fun dance, and it seems, it's been a while since we've seen each other in person. Obviously, you were at UVA and you graduated in 2015. So, how much do you feel when you look back at the Anthony Harris, the college athlete, and now you look at yourself now? How much have you seen yourself change through everything you've experienced in the NFL? But like you said, you've experienced other through just interaction with your fans. You've been able to go into the community. How much have you seen yourself change?
I mean, I think I've kind of remained, who I am. Sort of that same kid or that same teenager, there walking around on the UVA grounds. Oftentimes, reconnecting with individuals from my college time and just catching up. I think, people start to really realize that, hey, this is the same guy from years ago. Really still embracing that who's that dude mentality, the UVA mantra, and really just, trying to show people who I am in a way of just, living my life, trying to uh, make as much impact as possible, trying to really inspire people and try to really, bring people together and drive them to chase their dreams and become whatever they want to do. And I think that that's just something I've been trying to focus on, and not so much of where I'm at or the platform that I really have. Is just really just living my life and trying to inspire people.
When's the last time you've been to grounds?
The last time I've been to grounds, I believe it was last spring. I went up to a basketball game. Was able to get there, see some familiar faces. I'm looking to come back sometime soon. I believe Chris Long is doing this Waterboy charity event coming up over the next month or so. So I'll be back in Charlottesville to see the good city.
Will you be able to stop by grounds? Their spring practice starts on March 22nd.
Yeah, I'm looking to, come back, spend a little bit more time around the players, meet the new coaching staff. Excited for the opportunity there for them to continue to build, continue to progress, and really just be back around a lot of familiar faces and a lot of familiarity on the grounds.
Blaine DeWolf is still at UVA.
Yeah, yeah. I caught up with them, a few weeks back. We kind of talked a little bit, but looking forward to seeing familiar faces like him, Coach Higgins, and a number of other people.
How much do you follow UVA football? I know obviously you have a lot of stuff going on, but how much do you follow them? And what is your reaction to, the Tony Elliott hiring and just what's been going on with the program?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I've been following the program. Not as much basketball, but when I can, I'm popping in. But from a football standpoint, that's kind of the ritual. Travel to games, whether they're away games or home games. Get in front of the TV Saturday, watch some UVA football. Get ready to go to the locker room and talk to the other guys about beating their teams and different things of the sort and what's going on in college football. So I follow it pretty closely. Excited for Coach Elliott and the opportunity that they have there and what he's trying to build. And I'll be there every step along the way, whether that's cheering in person or cheering from a distance.
Do you find yourself sometimes when you're watching, you feel that edge that you want to go back there on the field and play for your colors again once time when you see something go wrong, you're like, oh, I wish I could do that now.
No, I mean I really just watch it from a true fan. I get a little jealous of some of the guys out there that are running around, they're jumping in the crowd, going down there near the band, near the hill. And that's something that I actually never did. I was one of those players who, always tried to stay locked in during the game. And then even after game, go over and talk to, different players and then get in the locker room and hear what coach had to say about, how we played and things we could have either we did well or could have got better at. So that's the one thing that I would encourage the guys, and I'll tell the guys when I go back is really just to embrace every moment. After the games, before the games, or just interacting with the fans, going over to the student section, showing them how much you appreciate them showing up and cheering for you, and really just taking that opportunity to give back and say and show you appreciate the people who are there to support you.
Do you ever think of a specific memory every time you think about your time at UVA?
I mean, there's a number of memories that just pop in my head. I think the one that popped back most recently was because of this past season. I intercepted Tom Brady, and at the time had two casts on my thumbs, and I lateraled the ball back to a teammate. And I told him prior to that, if I catch an interception, I'm probably going to lateral it because my ball security isn't quite where it could be, and it reminded me of a game in Sky Stadium where I intercepted a pass and lateraled it to Henry Cooley. who returned it for another 20 yards, and it ended up setting up a touchdown, and we ended up winning that game. So I think just that moment of just taking that action, lateraling the ball back during the game, it reminded me my time at UVA and doing that, and really just having a great time with all the guys on the team there, the coaching staff, and just the entire environment.
I think that was my first season covering UVA. I remember that play.
Mhm.
Final thing, and if someone were to want to reach out to you for about Anthony Harris Foundation, or just how to know and how they can help with any community events, where can they find this information?
Yeah, you can go to the anthonyharrisfoundation.org, and find more information about what we're doing there. Also, be able to submit requests to partner up and do different things, in the future. So, if you visit there, you'll have a lot of information there and be able to figure out what's going on, how you can help, and we just want to thank everybody for taking the time to visit, and also keeping up with me as well. We hope that everybody in Charlottesville and around the world are doing well during tough times.
I really appreciate your time, Ant.
Thank you.